Alright, Algebra 1, here we go. Pythagorean Theorem. Getting into Chapter 10, 10.1. Okay? Essential question, why is the Pythagorean Theorem useful? It may look familiar to you, you may have already used this in the past, but where we use it is to find the length of one of the sides of a right triangle. You have to have a right triangle, and if you know two of the sides, you can find the third one using this formula. And the formula is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Okay? Where a and b are the two legs or two sides that make up the right angle. So however your triangle is situated, the two sides that make up the right angle are called legs, and we identify them as A and B. Okay? The third side right here, which will be the longest side, is C, our hypotenuse. Okay? The hypotenuse is always the longest side. It's always opposite the right angle. Okay? So we can use this formula to find the lengths of sides of a right triangle. Two examples. If I know 6 and 6, and these are the two legs, so that's my A and my B, I want to find C, I can just plug in to the formula a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Square the 6, square the 6, that's my A and B, equals c squared. Sum of 36 and 36 is 72. To get from c squared to c, you square root both sides, and the square root of 72 is 8.5. Okay? Here, I have a leg, and I know the hypotenuse, this is C. I want to find the other leg, B. A, B, they're interchangeable. So I put 5 in for A, B for B, 13 for my C. I get 25 and 169. Subtract it over, I get 144. Square root both sides, B is 12. Okay? So that's using the Pythagorean Theorem to find the length of a side, knowing the other two, of any right triangle. Okay? Well, let's look at it from the other avenue. If I have the converse of the Pythagorean Theorem, if a squared plus b squared equals c squared, if that's true, then is the triangle a right triangle? Okay? Well, if I give you three lengths, 4, 8, and 10, and they're lengths of sides of a triangle, is it a right triangle? Okay? Well, it is if I can plug these in to the Pythagorean Theorem and get a true statement. Well, I know that since 10 is my longest side of these three, it's my C. So I plug in the 4, the 8, and the 10, and I get 4 squared plus 8 squared. Does that equal 10 squared? Well, 16 plus 64 is 80. That doesn't equal 100, 10 squared. So no right triangle there. Okay? Another example, 10, 24, and 26, that's going to be my C, because it's the longest side. I plug it into the a squared plus b squared equals c squared. I get 100 plus 576 equals 676. That is true, so yes, I have a right triangle. Okay? So you can have the right triangle, find the length of one of the sides using the a squared plus b squared equals c squared, the Pythagorean Theorem. Or I can give you three lengths and say, is that a right triangle? Well, it is if this is true. Okay? If that's true, we have a right triangle. Okay? So two different ways of looking at it. That's what we're going to do when we get into class tomorrow. I'll see you then. We'll get after it. All right, bye.